I have a rant. I am incensed by the number of political begging messages I get on a daily basis. So I understand during the election cycle, leading up to election day, we get unsolicited messages, text messages and emails and whatever from, local political candidates. Okay, fine. I don't like it, but, I would opt out of them and they would, somewhat quit. But since last November of 24, I have consistently been getting every single day these begging ass messages from all over the country. It's not just, here in Maryland, it's from, Michigan, which is my home state. Okay, so you might have got my number there, but I mean, like Texas, Minnesota, California, anybody running for office in any like state seemingly associated with the Democratic Party, I get messages from. It is infuriating. And there's nothing I can do to stop it other than like change my number. I've had the same cell phone number since 2002. Prior to a year ago, I never was being bothered and trolled and just barraged with all of these messages. I had to this morning, I was like scrolling through. So I have settings, I have an iPhone. So I have the settings set up in my iPhone to filter messages that are not from like known contacts or whatever. So it's kind of like your email filtering now. You know how you have like the social and promotions tabs and whatnot? I have that going on like in my text messages. So it doesn't show up like as an immediate notification, but however, Apple, I need you to fix this. On my Apple Watch, I still get the notifications. They don't show up on my phone, but they come to my watch. So I'm being dinged, the little haptics several times a day with these spam messages. And it's political spam. They're begging, oh, can you give me $5? Can you give me $15? Somebody had the audacity to ask me for $50,000. What? Are you kidding me? I am incensed and I don't know what to do about it. I really, just as a last resort, I would change my number. And I really, really don't want to do that. But who else? My question to you guys is who else is this happening to? Like, am I outlier? Yesterday, I'm going to show y'all. Yesterday, look right here. I got 11 of these begging ass messages. And then I got one from AOC this morning talking about, I know that you're probably on some list and getting messages from people begging. And so then at the end of her message, she was begging. Girl, bye. Like, knock it off. I have no idea how these people got my number. I did not opt into this. And there's no way to opt out of it. Like, you would literally have to opt out of each number that messages you. But the problem is they don't stop. It comes from various numbers from all over the country for something that I did not ask for. I'm so annoyed. I had to like tap into one of the strategies that my therapist gave me several years ago, something called what is it called? Dang it. Exposure therapy. So I just had to like talk to myself and tell myself like, Meredith, there's nothing that you can do to stop this. You have to take the steps that you can take to kind of mitigate it, but you can't stop this from happening. Like, it's going to continue to happen. The only thing that you can do is change your number. So I've had to resolve like that's the only permanent solution. And even then, like, I don't know how these people got my number to begin with because I didn't opt into it. So I'm like, if I get a new number, is that just gonna, am I just gonna have the same problem with that new number? Because I've like exhausted like all options. My number is on the do not call registry. I've been on the do not call registry since 2006. So I know that that's not it. I looked on ActBlue. It's not on ActBlue. I don't know if they got my number from like voter registration. I'm not really sure, but it's my understanding that politicians can sell your number, or maybe the political parties can sell your number or lease your number to candidates. I don't really know what happens, but my final question to y'all is there any legislation that is like being created to stop this? Because this is BS. And I know with our current administration, um, I'm hesitant to believe that they're going to make this illegal. But it's so infuriating. It is so infuriating. What strategies have you guys used beyond besides do not call registry, or text and stop? Because I mean that doesn't work. Do y'all just ignore them? Does it get on y'all's nerves? Like this pisses me off to the highest of festivity. Like truly, it's annoying. So that's my rant. I'm open to solutions if you have any, but I feel like I've already exhausted all options other than changing my number. All right, bye.